Meanwhile, 13 men, including members of a right-wing militia group, have been arrested for plotting to kidnap the governor of the state of Michigan. The group that aimed to kidnap Governor Gretchen Whitmer has been attacked repeatedly by President Trump over her tough coronavirus lockdown restrictions. Now, armed right-wing groups have in fact staged protests in the state demanding that the lockdown should be lifted. The alleged plotters have discussed recruiting a force of nearly about 200 people to storm into the state capital and then take hostages, including, if possible, the governor. But later, they abandoned the plan in favor of kidnapping Whitmer at her vacation home. The accused had conducted surveillance of her residence and had even tested an improvised explosive device that they intended to use to divert the law enforcement agencies away from her home. Now, Whitmer has rebuked Donald Trump for failing to condemn the hate group and has thanked the law enforcement agencies for thwarting the kidnap plot.
Earlier today, Attorney General Dana Nessel was joined by officials from the Department of Justice and the FBI to announce state and federal charges against 13 members of 2 militia groups who were preparing to kidnap and possibly kill me. When I put my hand on the Bible and took the oath of office 22 months ago, I knew this job would be hard. But I'll be honest, I never could have imagined anything like this. I also want to thank Attorney General Nessel and the U.S. Attorneys Burge and Schneider and their teams for pursuing criminal charges that hopefully will lead to convictions, bringing these sick and depraved men to justice.
The group is facing charges of providing material support for terror activities, gang membership and also firearms. They could be sentenced to life in prison if convicted on charges of attempting to kidnap the governor of a state. The 7 of the accused are affiliated with the Wolverine Watchmen, an armed militia group. Reacting to the incident, Donald Trump has lambasted the Michigan governor on Twitter, stating that instead of thanking him, Whitmer is calling him a white supremacist. In the tweet, Trump has condemned the extreme violence and has said that defending all Americans, even those who opposed and attacked him, is what he will continue to do as the President of the United States of America. He has once again urged Whitmer to open up Michigan, its schools and also its churches. The Democrat presidential nominee Joe Biden has slammed Trump for not condemning the far-right group that was planning to kidnap a governor in a state. He criticized the president for not watching his words after Donald Trump had tweeted, "Liberate Michigan" in the month of April in response to the state's lockdown restrictions. Joe Biden has said that Trump has to realize that the words he utters matter. He was asked whether he thought that the Trump tweet directed at Whitmer's COVID-19 restrictions might have encouraged her would-be kidnappers. He did go on to state that that is quite clearly is what has happened.
This is something to be concerned about. And you saw what the head of the FBI said a couple days ago. He said the greatest terrorist threat in America is from white supremacists. Why can't the president just say, stop, 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 and we will pursue you if you don't? So stop.
Now, Michigan is a key swing state in the 2020 presidential race, and Donald Trump and his supporters have repeatedly demanded that the governor should relax the lockdown measures. Right-wing extremist militia groups were amongst those that in fact took to the streets to protest against the lockdown measures.